Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. 206 Partial content, serving specific ranges of resources explained with code examples. The HTTP 206 partial content status code is a powerful tool for optimizing web performance and providing a better user experience. It allows servers to fulfill a client's request for only a specific portion of a resource, instead of sending the entire file. This is particularly useful for large files, downloading only the necessary part of a large video or audio file, streaming. Resuming interrupted downloads, continuing a download that was previously stopped or disconnected. Previewing files, displaying a snippet of a document or image before downloading the entire resource. Parallel downloads, downloading parts of a large resource from multiple threads simultaneously. This tutorial will delve into the 206 partial content status code in detail, explaining its mechanism, how it works, and providing practical code examples in Python using the Flask framework. Understanding the mechanism, range and content range headers. The key to the 206 partial content lies in two HTTP headers. 1. Range, request header. The client uses the range header in its request to specify which portion, s, of the resource it desires. The most common format is bytes equals start end, where start and end represent byte offsets, inclusive, from the beginning of the resource. Example range, bytes equals 0-1023, requests the first 1024 bytes of the resource. Example range, bytes equals 2048- requests from byte 2048 until the end of the resource. Example range, bytes equals -1024, requests the last 1024 bytes of the resource. Multiple ranges range, bytes equals 0-511, 1024-2047, requests two separate ranges. 2. Content range, response header. The server, upon receiving a valid range request, responds with a 206 partial content status code and a content range header. This header informs the client about the specific portion of the resource being returned and the total size of the complete resource. The format is byte start end /total. Example content range, bytes 0-1023/5242880, indicates that bytes 0 through 1023 are being returned from a total resource size of 5,242,880 bytes. Key considerations if range header. The if range header is often used in conjunction with range to ensure that the client only retrieves a partial response if the resource hasn't been modified since the last time the client accessed it. It accepts either an e-tag or a last modified date. If the if range condition fails, the resource has changed, the server should return the entire resource with a 200 OK status code, ignoring the range header. 416 range not satisfiable. If the range header is invalid, example the requested range is beyond the resource size, the server should respond with a 416 range not satisfiable error code and a content range header indicating the valid length of the resource, content range, bytes */total. Multipart responses when a client requests multiple ranges, the server responds with a multipart /byte ranges content type. This response contains multiple parts, each representing a single range. Each part includes its own content range header and the corresponding content. Code example, Python with Flask. Let's create a simple Flask application to demonstrate the 206 partial content functionality. Explanation *. 1. File setup *. The code first defines file_path, which should point to a large file. Asterisk the create underscore large underscore file function creates a file of the specified size, defaulting to 5 megabytes, filled with null bytes. This is for testing purposes to simulate a large resource. The example sets it to 5 megabytes to see the effect of partial content downloads, but you can adjust to be larger. Asterisk before the root handler, it checks to create the large underscore file.txt if it doesn't yet exist. To root/file asterisk this flask root handles requests for the file underscore path resource. 3 range header check asterisk. Asterisk the code retrieves the range header from the request using request.headers.get, range. Asterisk if the range header is missing, i.e., range underscore header is none, the entire file is sent as a normal 200 OK response using send underscore file. 4 parse underscore range underscore header function asterisk. Asterisk this helper function parses the range header string. Asterisk it extracts the start and end byte offsets. Asterisk it handles cases where start or end are missing, example bytes equals 2048- or bytes equals -1024. Asterisk it raises a value error if the range format is invalid. 5 range validation asterisk. Asterisk the code checks if the calculated start and end values are within the valid range for the file size. Asterisk if the range is invalid, example start is beyond the end of the file, it returns a 416 range not satisfiable error with the appropriate content range header. 6 reading the partial content asterisk. Asterisk the file is opened in binary read mode, RB. Asterisk f.seek, start, moves the file pointer to the start byte offset. Asterisk bytes underscore to underscore read calculates the number of bytes to read from the file, and, start +1. Asterisk f.read, bytes underscore to underscore read, reads the requested bytes from the file. 7 constructing the response asterisk. Asterisk content underscore range creates the content range header string. Asterisk a flask response object is created with asterisk data, the partial content read from the file. Asterisk status equals 206, sets the HTTP status code to 206 partial content. Asterisk headers, a dictionary containing the necessary headers. Asterisk content range, the calculated content underscore range string. Asterisk accept ranges, set to bytes to indicate that the server supports byte range requests. Asterisk content length, the length of the partial content being returned. Asterisk content type, set to application/octet stream. Adjust this according to the actual file type, example video/MP4, audio/MPEG, image/JPEG. Asterisk content disposition, optional. Set to attachment, file name equals os.path.basename, file underscore path, to force the browser to download the file with the original file name. How to run the example asterisk. 1. Save the code asterisk. Save the code as a Python file, example partial underscore content underscore server.py. 2. Create a large file asterisk. Create a file named large underscore file.txt in the same directory as your Python script. If it doesn't exist, the script will create one for you, 5 megabytes by default. You can modify create underscore large underscore file to create a larger file if needed. 3. Install flask asterisk pip install flask. 4. Run the script asterisk python partial underscore content underscore server.py. 5. Test with curl asterisk. 6. Test with a browser asterisk. Asterisk open your browser and navigate to http://localhost 5000/file. This will download the entire file, because no range header is sent by default. Asterisk use your browser's developer tools, network tab, to inspect the headers when you download a file normally. You can't directly control the range header from the browser's address bar, but you can simulate interrupted downloads or use browser extensions that allow you to send custom headers for testing. Important considerations and best practices ****. Content type *** ensure that the content type header in your 206 partial content response accurately reflects the type of file being served, example video/MP4, audio/MPEG, image/JPEG. Incorrect content type values can lead to problems with browser rendering and file handling. ***etag and last modified * use etag and last modified headers, and the if range request header, to improve caching and prevent unnecessary data transfer when the resource hasn't changed. **client implementation the client application, example a web browser, a streaming application, needs to be designed to handle 206 partial content responses correctly. It should be able to send the appropriate range headers. Combine multiple partial responses into a complete resource, if needed. Handle 416 range not satisfiable errors gracefully. Security be cautious when implementing range requests, as they can potentially be used in denial of service, DOS, attacks by requesting very small ranges repeatedly. Rate limiting and other security measures might be necessary. Multi-part responses for requests with multiple ranges, you'll need to generate a multi-part /byte ranges response, as described earlier. This involves constructing a multi-part message with boundaries separating each range. Error handling robust error handling is crucial. Handle cases where the requested range is invalid, the file doesn't exist, or there are other issues reading the file. Logging log range requests and responses to help diagnose problems and optimize performance. Testing thoroughly test your implementation with different range requests, different file sizes, and different client applications. Complete example with if range header handling, illustrative. This adds basic if range handling, although a robust implementation requires proper etag or last modified calculations. Changes in this version ***. 1. Calculate _etag, file path, function * calculates a simple etag based on the file's last modification time and size. A more robust etag generation should use a content-based hash, like SHA-256. Using only time and file _size is sufficient for basic demonstration. 2. Etag header * the calculated etag is added to the response headers for both full and partial responses. Note the use of double quotes around the etag value, as required by the HTTP specification. 3. If range header handling ***. The code checks for the if range header in the request. It compares the if range value, which should be the etag, with the calculated etag. If the etags do not match, it means the file has been modified since the client last requested it. In this case, the entire file is sent with a 200 OK status code, ignoring the range header. If the etags do match, it proceeds with the range request as before. Testing with if range **. 1. Initial request * make a request for a partial range. Observe the etag header in the response. 2. Subsequent request with matching if range * use the etag from the previous response in the if range header. This should return a 206 partial content response, because the etag matches. 3. Modify the file * edit large _file.txt, example add a line of text, to change its last modification time and size. This will change the etag. 4. Subsequent request with mismatched if range * use the old etag in the if range header. This should now return a 200 OK response with the entire file, because the E tag doesn't match, indicating the file has changed. Important notes on if range asterisk. Asterisk the if range header can also accept a last modified date instead of an E tag. The server should compare the provided date with the actual last modified date of the resource. Asterisk this implementation of E tag calculation is very basic. For production systems, a content-based hash, example SHA-256 of the file contents, is highly recommended for more accurate E tag generation. Asterisk if you use last modified, be very careful with date/time formatting and time zone handling. In summary, 206 partial content is a valuable HTTP feature for improving the efficiency and responsiveness of web applications, especially when dealing with large media files. By understanding the mechanics of range, content range, and if range headers and implementing the server-side logic correctly, you can create a better user experience and reduce bandwidth consumption. Remember to consider all of the best practices and security implications outlined above to ensure a robust and reliable implementation.